All rise. Support court with Judge Vanda B is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB1078, McKinney case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. Okay, Miss McKinney.
Yes,
We're back.
Yes.
I hope we are in better spirits.
I am.
Okay, good. And we're not going to allow each other to press each other's buttons, right?
Correct.
We'll
Okay.
see what she does.
Okay, so we took the DNA testing, had all that done. Did you all have any problems with that?
No, none at all.
Okay. Okay, have the two of you had an opportunity to speak at all?
We've
No
spoken.
way. No.
Lies.
All right. Okay, we spoke for 30 seconds. That doesn't count. I didn't want to talk to you. You came up to me. I tried to end the conversation as quick as possible.
Your Honor, permission to speak?
Yes, ma'am.
That is not true. He called me and he asked me, he said, look, I don't know which way this paternity test is gonna go, but if you'll just let me put it on you one more time, we can smooth all of this out, blah, 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 all of that crap.
Oh, so that's a lot in 30 seconds.
Really?
No, that's not what I said, but
When he lies, he puts his hand up like that on his cheek.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a lie pose.
And you
Austin.
found all that out in 72 hours?
I did.
Interesting. Okay. So,
you see how aggressive she is about this? This
I'm
is
just excited.
She doesn't need help for her daughter. This
Come
is
on
about
with the
revenge.
results,
This
please.
is clearly about getting back at me and punishing me for not, I don't know, staying with her forever. I don't know.
Results, please.
but it's been 9 years.
I know it's been, it's odd timing, isn't it? Right when I have a fiance and have a son, that's when she chooses to do this? Isn't that kind of odd timing here, Your Honor?
I mean, the timing does seem a little interesting.
I just came to the realization that, hey, I can do it alone, but I don't have to do it alone. If he's taking care of his other son and his fiance,
As the court opens, we're immediately hit with tension. Miss McKinney and the alleged father walk into the room with heavy history. And within seconds, it's clear they can't even agree on a simple conversation. She says he called her trying. To reconcile one last time, he claims she's making it up. Already, we're watching two completely different realities unfold. One thing's certain, this is not just about a paternity test. It's about betrayal, pride, and maybe revenge. And then, boom, the drama intensifies. He accuses her of trying to ruin his current life with his new fiancé and son. Isn't it odd timing? He asks, insinuating this is just a scheme to sabotage him. But she fires back with conviction, saying this isn't about her, it's about doing what's right for her daughter. And let's be honest, her delivery doesn't sound like someone chasing a check. She sounds like someone chasing truth. Still, you can't ignore the timing. Something doesn't feel entirely clean.
his other son and his fiance, that's fine. I don't need him to take care of me or my daughter, but it would be the right thing to do. And that's what he's going to do.
If he's the father.
He's the father.
Okay, and you're sure of that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, all right. All right, well, I mean, bailiff, we have those results.
Got your cashier's check. Because I don't want to
That's
personal
not
check.
nice.
Well, I'm just saying.
You can't say that to him yet, though.
Okay.
We don't know if he's even going to be the father to pay child support.
I know.
But if you are indeed the father, I wouldn't recommend you make a payment today because the order would just be being signed today.
Is there an appeal process even if I am the father?
What would you be appealing exactly?
I don't think that based on the way she's been treating me and based on her selective choice of when to bring this issue up in order to, harm my relationship with my family, I consider that a form of harassment. And I feel like I should be able to file maybe a restraining order, and that would prevent me from, if I had a restraining order against her, that would prevent me obviously from having to pay for her child support, wouldn't it?
What is that restraint?
No, that's not how any of that works. That was really creative though, but that's not how any of that works. So let me go ahead and tell you what the results say.
All right.
Let's get it over with.
All
Give me a drum roll.
All right. It looks like baby McKinney, because we can't say a child's name.
Right.
There is no probability he can be the father.
What did they say?
You hear that?
What'd you say, Your Honor?
You
Remember?
laughed at that.
Remember
No,
when
I didn't hear.
Oh, let me say it a
I'm
little
the
louder.
only white person she's been with, remember?
There is
Remember that?
no probability that he is the father.
Okay.
And just when you think the court is settling into logic and facts, this man suggests that if he files a restraining order, he won't have to pay child support? Excuse me? The judge's reaction says it all. She shuts that down fast with, "That's not how any of this works." This right here is why people get frustrated with the legal system, because of stunts like this. Instead of facing the result, he's looking for a loophole to run from responsibility. Then comes the moment we've all been waiting for, the DNA. Results. The judge confirms it clearly. There is no probability that he is the father. And what's his reaction? A smug grin and a "told you so" attitude. But instead of accepting the result, Miss McKinney doubles down, even questioning the integrity of the test, claiming it might have been tampered with because his uncle is an attorney. The desperation in her voice is chilling. Whether she's right or not, this woman believes in her heart that this man is the father.
Okay, so first of all, no disrespect to you, but the letter looks a little sketchy.
Okay.
It wasn't in a
It's got
legal
writing on
size
it.
envelope.
That's why it's sketchy.
So, and I don't trust him because his uncle is an attorney, okay? And his
Okay.
uncle can do
What does
all
that have to
types
do with
of
anything?
stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I don't even trust that.
Wait a minute, I believe at the beginning, I asked you all how the test went. And
the
you
test-
said, wait a minute, hold on. You said everything went good, right?
And it did.
And it did, and it was fair that day, right?
Yes.
They swabbed her mouth correctly.
The person appeared to be wearing PPE and the person appeared to work, for that service. And the test itself went well, but behind the scenes, Your Honor.
And it
a lot
appears
goes
that
on.
these results are directly from the testing place. And he's not the father.
He is the father. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why, Your
Let
Honor.
me tell you not. No, he's not.
He's the father.
He's not. So you're going to argue with DNA testing.
Your Honor, he is the father. 72 hours. He
He
has a
is
tattoo
not
on
the
his private
father.
parts. He was
He
the only
is
one
not
there. I know.
the father. He is not the father.
Show
How
me a
many
tattoo.
times do I have to say that? No, I don't want to see a tattoo. All I want to see was these numbers to see what the probability was going to look like of him being the father. He is not the father. Now,
That was way too much, by the way.
You have a tattoo.
excuse me. You know what? I don't even see why you all need to be having a conversation right now.
I agree.
Can we
You
do a
are not the
retest?
father, which means that you will not be placed on any type of child support or anything today. Now, you, Miss McKinney, you do have the right to petition someone else who you may think is the father.
There is no one else, Your Honor. It was him. He has a tattoo on his private part. I was with him and the tattoo for 72 hours. I know.
But here's the
what-
truth. Belief isn't proof. And the more she protests, the more the courtroom slips into chaos. She tries to use a tattoo as evidence. A tattoo. She insists she saw it and spent 72 hours with him. But he shuts her down, questioning where she was during all those hours. And just like that, the story flips. Maybe she isn't telling the full truth. Maybe both of them are hiding something. It's messy, raw, and tragic. If the DNA test says he's not the father, should that be the end of the story? The judge tries to regain control, but emotions are boiling over. Miss McKinney insists he is the father, while the judge keeps reminding her that the evidence doesn't lie. DNA doesn't bend to emotion, and no matter how loud she protests, the numbers remain the same. The tension is unbearable, and as viewers, we're left stuck in the crossfire between science and emotion, between facts and faith.
I know what I felt. I know what I saw. Okay, it was him.
Well, there is a probability of something else, though.
Okay.
You were probably with somebody else too within that previous 72 hours.
Oh, Your Honor, you tried it.
There's no shade, just facts.
It's very possible. It's
So,
very likely.
How is it possible?
Because there were like 6 or 7, 8 hours stretches during that time where I didn't see you or know where you were. I don't know what you were doing. You know what? Maybe I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Maybe you don't even remember this other guy. It's possible with the rate you were going in those days. So I'm willing to grant you that you may not have been lying.
man.
You may
Okay.
not have been lying about thinking that I was the only white guy you were with.
Well, just answer my question. Do you have a tattoo on your private part?
I have a birthmark that kind of looks like a bird. Maybe
No,
that's
it
what you
says
thought.
Mississippi long. Do you have that tattoo?
Okay,
No.
well, you know what? This is what we're
Never
about to
been to
do.
Mississippi.
This is what we're about to do. At this rate, we're not getting anywhere. I've already said what the results were, which means I'm dismissing this case. You are more than welcome to bring another case. And if his account is true that you don't remember, you can bring another case after that. But the court is here to assist you. So if there are no more questions and nothing further, which it shouldn't be, you all are dismissed.
Hell no.
The final blow hits hard. The judge dismisses the case, explaining that the man will not be placed on child support. But what's even more heartbreaking is her reminder. Miss McKinney has the right to petition someone else, but she refuses. To her, there is no someone else. She clings to a memory, of a tattoo, of a moment, of certainty. But the court doesn't deal in memories. It deals in evidence. And in this case, the evidence speaks louder than her voice ever could. In the end, the case was dismissed. No child support, no father declared. Just pain, confusion, and an unresolved story. This courtroom didn't deliver closure. It delivered a cold truth. And it leaves us with one haunting question. What happens to the child caught in the middle of this chaos? If this case moved you, hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more real courtroom drama breakdowns. Until next time, stay informed and stay sharp.